Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to go over the brand new Chevy Corvette C8 E-Ray. Alright, so this car excites me a lot. The Corvette E-Ray. Right. The C8 in general has been a very exciting car when it first came out. You know, it was the very first more affordable mid-engine rear-wheel drive supercar from America. All right, I'm not even counting Ford GT because that's not affordable. Ford GT is very exclusive, very limited type of car that came out from America. I mean, the history is amazing on that car, but Chevy had changed the game when they came out with the C8 and made it an everyday sports car slash supercar that most people can afford. All right, I put quotations on that because technically, you know, when Chevy first came out with it, MSRP was reasonable for what you were getting. You know, it was $69,000. Like, that's great. You know, $69,000 MSRP for a supercar is unheard of. You take a look at Lamborghinis, take a look at Ferraris. Like, you're looking at $250,000 or more for those cars. So to come out at MSRP of $69,000 is crazy, just crazy, and has changed the whole game. Now, yes, I know we're gonna have comments about people talking about how they never sell for $69,000. You know, it's all over $100,000. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's just the current crazy car market. But when everything comes back down to normal, when the chip shortages stop, when all the cars, when dealers actually start to have cars on their lots now, it's going to come back down to normal pricing of MSRP, and you'll be able to go back into the dealerships and, deal and get better pricing on the cars and things like that. So that's what MSRP is about. It sets the value of the car. If you're willing to pay more than that because you just can't wait till the market cools down, I mean, that's on you. It's not on Chevy to control that. All right. So let's move on. This Corvette E-Ray, hybrid, all-wheel drive, 655 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, quarter mile in 10.5 seconds flat. It is faster than the Stingray, and also it is faster than the Z06, and it is currently the fastest Corvette on the lineup. It is technically the fastest Corvette that Chevy has ever built so far. Let's dive right in. Right, so I'm sure you've seen the reveal video. I'm sure you've seen the promotional video that Corvette has been playing everywhere. But I just want to go over the little things that you may have missed in the videos, so that you know all the facts about the car. All right, starting price $102,900. This is a great price for the car. Once the market comes down and you don't have to worry about dealers overcharging for everything they have on the lot, that's a realistic price figure that you can get. $102,900 starting. That's for the 1LZ. Obviously, there's going to be more options with the 2 and the 3, which I'll go over later, and it's going to go up slightly from there. That $102,000 figure is very, very reasonable, especially when you're comparing it to the rival now. It's really weird to say, but the Corvette E-Ray's rival is the Porsche 911 Turbo. I mean, take a look at 911 Turbo. Starting price, $182,900. That's $80,000 difference between the two cars, right? And technically, 911 Turbo is slower, 0 to 60. You're looking at 2.7 seconds on the 911 Turbo versus the Corvette E-Ray is at 2.5 seconds. Horsepower number is also different. Obviously, this is 572 as it states. The Corvette E-Ray is 655 horsepower combined. They are both all-wheel drive cars. However, the Corvette E-Ray being hybrid, meaning it has an electric motor in the front, it almost has an instantaneous torque in the front, giving it that advantage of having a faster 0 to 60, faster acceleration compared to the 911, which is internal combustion engine only. Right? Now, being that it's hybrid, don't mistake it for something like a Prius where it's all about saving gas. It's all about making the power. It's all about creating traction. Chevy doesn't care about MPG when it comes to Corvettes. That's not what they're meant to be, right? So I'm just going to scroll right through all the videos that they have. Cool videos. I mean, this one's kind of cool. You can see the V8, the battery, and the electric motor in the front, driving the front motor, the front axles, I'm sorry. With that said, they do come equipped with all-season tires. They do come standard with the Z06 wide body on them, so they do look wider. They sit wider than the Stingrays that you see on the roads right now. They do also have 13-inch wide wheels in the back and crazy wide tires in the back as well to accommodate. So the grip, the launch, the acceleration of this car is beyond your imagination. 2.5 is crazy fast. All right. Now, with that said, the LT2 V8 engine in the back is the same engine that's in the Stingrays. So you're still going to have all that American muscle feel and sound to the car. You don't have to worry about it sounding like a Tesla, because it won't. Only time it'll sound like a Tesla is they have what they call stealth mode. All right, stealth mode. It lets you drive, I believe it's only like 9 miles, or maybe if it's 5 miles. I have to reread my notes on that. But it's very short distance. You could only drive it in forward motion, so you can't drive it in reverse, but it shuts off the engine for you. So it only goes on the front electric motors only, so you can stealth your way into your neighborhood or out of your neighborhood. Okay, so let's say you go to work, at 4 or 5 in the morning every day, and you don't want to wake up your neighbors driving your Corvette, or you don't want to wake up your entire household by starting your Corvette at 4 in the morning inside the garage. Just make sure you park the Corvette backwards into the garage, and in the morning start it up in stealth mode and roll your way out of there. You're not disturbing anybody, and you can still enjoy your drive of the Vette, especially if you have some aftermarket exhaust on it and it goes crazy loud. That's basically what that is. It's a cool little gimmick that you can do with the hybrid system. So obviously they're going to have, like I said before, come with all-season tires, but they are going to offer the ZER performance package, which is going to give you the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. What I would do, though, in my honest opinion, would be just to get the base model. Don't worry about getting the performance package, and then just get an aftermarket set of wheels and tires, with some Sport Cup 2s for your track days and, having fun type of days. And that way you have your all-season tires and sets for your day-to-day commute and, having fun just driving on the normal roads. Because you don't want to run Cup 2s on a normal road anyway. Like, you don't want to chew those up, waste money on those tires. All right. Exterior-wise, like I mentioned before, it does come with a Z06 wide body, so it is wider than the Stingray. It has a very Italian supercar presence to it while you're driving. It's a great looking car. Interior wise, nothing much really changes from the other C8s. I mean, you get heads up display standard. You also get Apple CarPlay. You can also upgrade to the Bose Performance Series system for the audio. I mean, that I believe is standard on the 2 LZ models. 1 LZ just comes with the standard stereo system, but at the end of the day, I don't think, my personal opinion, I don't care what audio system's in it, because all I'm going to be listening to is the engine anyway. Alright, so the 2LZ also comes with a performance meter, so that might be something that you want to look into if you do a lot of performance driving. Obviously, if you're just doing this just to have fun on the road, you don't really need the performance meter. Again, you might not even want the Bose performance sound system, then you can just stick with the 1LZ and be fine with it. Alright, so it does come in a convertible model. It does come in a regular coupe model. The coupe model is a targa top, as it was before on the regular C8s. You can just pop the top and put it into the trunk, whereas in the convertible, it just opens up with a touch of a button. Personal preference, whatever you want to do. Convertible is a little bit more heavier than the targa top, obviously, because of the motors and the gadgets that actually happen that needs to be there in order to open. All right. So other than that, I'm just going to go over real quickly of the different trims that are going to have. So 1LZ, it's going to come with the standard carbon ceramic brakes, magnetic selective ride control. Oh, let me go over the ride control real quick. The magnetic selective ride control in this car is actually a softer ride control than the Z06. So although you have the Z06 wide body, it's not going to ride rough like the Z06, which is more a track-oriented vehicle. This is more of a grand tourer that you can drive anywhere and everywhere. So it's going to be a little more comfortable to drive with the magnetic selective ride control. The removable roof panel, as we said before, is the target top. That's standard on the regular C8s as well. Heads-up display, leather wrapped steering wheel, and a rear view camera. It's in the mirror. I'm sorry, rear view mirror camera is what I should say, because there's no way to really look out the back because of the way it's designed. There's a camera that displays onto your rear view mirror. You do have to get used to it. It is a little bit weird because your eye is expecting a reflection, but it's just a screen at the end of the day. So up from that, another $6,000 or so, or less than $6,000, you can jump up to the 2LZ Coupe, which gives you wireless device charging. So, I mean, 90% of the people out there now with their cell phones, wireless charging is standard. You know, you just throw it onto where it needs to be and it'll start charging. You don't have to worry about plugging it in. The Bose Performance Series 14 speaker system is nice. Performance data recorder, like I said before. You also get heated and ventilated seats, and you also get front cameras with this. So it makes your life a little bit easier, a little bit more convenient by going with the 2LZ Coupe. And the performance data recorder is a nice thing to have if you do a lot of track days, but it's not a requirement. You can do track days with one LZ Coupe just fine. Like, it's not like the performance data recorder is a requirement, or if anything, it might even get in the way of you actually paying attention to the actual driving. Like, I have Sport Chrono in my 911, and I never use the actual track, timer for it because it's more hassle than it needs to be. So, 3LZ Coupe. Now we're jumping into the highest trim level, I believe. I think it is the highest. Yeah. So 3LZ Coupe. We're looking at GT2 seats, Napa leather, and carbon fiber trim. Really cool. I mean, this is what we looked at up here. Look at all that carbon fiber, Napa leather. You know, this is a 3LZ Coupe inside interior. Looking super nice, super high end. Everything's leather, even door panels, you know, and then you're looking at suede, microfiber, carbon fiber steering wheel, you know, all that. So it's basically an interior upgrade from all the 2LZ stuff if you jump to the 3LZ Coupe. Is it something you need? Probably not. But is it something, if you can afford, you want to buy? Maybe. It's a personal preference. So you deal with that on your own. All right. So all in all, I mean, this is a crazy good vehicle for the money. All right. The highest level coupe is $113,850. The lowest price of a turbo you're looking at is $182,900 from Porsche. So it's a steal. I mean, do you want to compare it to a Lamborghini and Ferrari? I mean, you're adding 2 and 3s in the front of that. So that's not even in the question. Now, with that said, because last thing I want to go over is how reasonable this car is to the general population compared to like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Lamborghini or Ferraris, an oil change on them is crazy expensive. You know, they have like 4 or 5 different drain plugs on their engines. This is just an LT2 V8. It's just a standard V8, nothing crazy, just GM Motorcraft oil, GM Motorcraft oil filter, and that's about all the maintenance you need to do. So if you think about it, there's no other car out there that's going to give you all this styling, all the performance, and the ease of maintenance. And lastly, the more affordable, the most affordable car in the world when it comes to supercars. So what are you waiting for? I think you need to get yourself on the list to get this. And once you're done with it, I'll buy it off you when it's at a nice, good used car price. All right. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope there was enough information for you out there that I gave you. If you have any questions, if you have other comments, definitely comment below and make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.